what we call social democracy, a system that addresses political inequality as a way of ensuring political equality, that addresses economic inequality as a measure of attaining political equality. Why are the electors manipulated? Because they are poor. Politicians use poverty as a means of social control. If there is some form of social equality, then people will be able to attain, that will then also be sure of political equality. So that's why we have always said that for us, social democracy is key in the African context.
A private forensic investigator and criminal intelligence specialist, Alfred Ononugbo, said the politicization of institutions is a major concern as police personnel are now linking crime to other motives. Mr. Ononugbo said this while reacting to the statements by the Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Okon Effiong, on the attack on the residence of Senator Lee Meba on Nigeria Info's Morning Crossfire program. He said the police have the mandate to first investigate the crime and protect the lives and properties of Nigerians.
The police alone cannot call violence during the election. All the security agencies need to work together. There has to be synergy. Educate people, get them, let them know that violence is not the best. Violence doesn't pay. So we need to enlighten members of the public. Stay away from violence. We need the measures. One, ensure that election materials are well secured, INEC offices are well secured, polling booths are well secured, and voter crowd control. Very, very important.
While also speaking on the program, former Assistant Inspector General of Police Felix Ogbodu says in order to ensure a violent-free election, the public needs to be sensitized on the consequences of violence.
Now we are having the politicization of institutions. That will give us concern. If an incident of such occurs, a serving police personnel alludes to questionable evidences linking the crime to other motives, I think it should not be a media discussion. They have the mandate to investigate, to bring to justice the perpetrators of the crime, but it's not ethically right if what the police was quoted to have said was actually what happened.
Apologies for the mix-up in the audio. Well, the voice you just heard is that of Alfred Ononugbo. The Accord governorship candidate Dumo Lulu Briggs has emphasized the need for a reform in the civil service of Rivers State to make it attractive to the youths. Mr. Lulu Briggs, who said this at the Nigerian Ports Authority Pensioners Welfare Association end-of-year Thanksgiving yesterday, promised that the Accord government will work closely with all the government parastatals to ensure that senior citizens live well. He said there is an urgent need to arrest the imminent threat to the civil service of the state, which is the decline of young people in interest of civil service, of how badly pensioners have been treated in the state. He pointed out that no state can stand or grow without a vibrant workforce to drive the civil service. Well, on his part, the chairman of NPA Pensioners Association Rivers State, Silvanus Ezekiel Gugu Abe, encouraged Dumo Lulu Briggs to keep working at filling his father's shoes, as he had already carried on the goodwill of his father. He stated that they have been praying for him and thanked Chief Dumo Lulu Briggs for identifying with them and taking up his father's mantle in caring for the pensioners. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Rivers State Command, says it convicted 14 drug offenders who are currently serving jail terms within the month of November. Deputy State Commander, Media and Advocacy of NDLEA, Emmanuel Obumbada, in an interview, also explained the categories of persons that were convicted last month.
NDLEA Rivers State Command secured conviction of 14 drug offenders at the Federal High Court, Port Harcourt, and they are serving various jail terms at the Correctional Service Center, Port Harcourt. Meanwhile, the command arrested 28 suspects comprising 21 males and 7 females, including a pregnant woman, Kate Ibinabo, 39 years, arrested with 34.3 kilograms of cannabis sativa at Okrika local government area. He also assured the people that the agency will increase their offensive action against illicit drug dealers.
Mr. Obumbada, who said the NDLEA will increase its surveillance during this Yuletide season, also commended residents for their support towards the command's achievements.
Total drug seizure during the month of November is 25.426 kilograms, such as cocaine, heroin, cannabis sativa, methamphetamine, also known as mkpụrụmmiri, tramadol, diazepam, rohypnol, and exol-5. The command also conducted anti-drug abuse campaign to various schools, communities, NGOs, religious groups, and corporate organizations in Rivers State. Commander Ahmed Mahmouda, while commending the people of Rivers State for cooperating with the command in terms of information sharing, advised Rivers people to be vigilant.
Still ahead, tears as family buries slain BRT passenger. Stay tuned.
If God to be for us,
was found dead after boarding a bus belonging to the Bus Rapid Transport Scheme (BRT) in February in Lagos State is calling for speedy trial and prosecution of all those responsible for her death. The call was made at the burial of the remains of Bamishe today at Ayo Cemetery in Yaba. Titilayo Ayonwola, elder sister of the late Bamishe, called for the release of the autopsy report that states how her sister died. Well, the late Miss Ayonwola went missing after boarding a bus at the Chevron area of Lekki on her way to Oshodi. Her body was found days later. A BRT driver, Andrew Omoni Koro, is facing counts of conspiracy, rape and murder over her death. The federal government has declared December 26 and 27 and January 2nd, 2023 as public holidays. The Ministry of Interior said this in a statement today. European Global School, Paris, in conjunction with Garden City Premier Business School, Port Harcourt, invites the public to her first convocation ceremony and award of postgraduate degrees. A statement said the ceremony will be held on Monday, 19th December 2022 at the Garden City Premier Business School Conference Room by 10 a.m. The ceremony will also feature a convocation lecture tagged Entrepreneurial Education, a Tool for National Development, and it will be delivered by the former Vice Chancellor, University of Port Harcourt, Professor Don Baridam. In business, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASAN, has called for an upgrade of the various depots and other storage facilities, especially those owned and operated by the NNPC. President of the union, Festus Osifo, made the request in Abuja at PENGASAN's National Executive Council meeting. In entertainment, Nigerian actor Kunle Remi has opened up about his past battles with depression. He says he almost committed suicide in 2017. The Anikulapo star said this in a video on Instagram while reacting to the passing of popular American DJ Twitch, who died by suicide on Wednesday. In sports, FIFA President Gianni Infantino says the World Football Governing Body is set to revise plans to introduce 3 team groups for the 2026 World Cup.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The military authorities in Burkina Faso have summoned Ghana's ambassador after its neighbor alleged it had hired a Russian mercenary group. Well, Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo said Wagner Group's presence was distressing. Burkina Faso has been struggling to contain Islamist militants who operate in many parts of the country, while neighboring Mali faces a similar challenge and is already widely believed to be working with Wagner. Well, since Captain Ibrahim Traoré seized power in Burkina Faso in September, there has been widespread speculation that he might follow suit and start working with Russian mercenaries. And that's the news, but before we go, another look at the highlights of the major stories. On the news this evening, you heard that some stakeholders are calling for an end to political violence in Rivers State. The NDLEA says it convicted 14 drug offenders in November in Rivers State. The federal government has declared holidays December 26 and 27 as a public holiday for Christmas and January 1 for New Year celebrations. And on the foreign scene, Burkina Faso has summoned Ghana's ambassador over Russian mercenary link. The news was edited by Martha Okere. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this evening. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. I'm Constance Mega. Thank you for listening.
Are you up to date with ideas for sustainable development?